Good morning, everyone. It's Sarah with Coffee and Crochet with Sarah. And guess, I have a couple of guests that popped in. So today I have Callie.
On this
Y'all remember Callie from last week's video? That's my granddaughter that's visiting from Oklahoma. And over here I have Zoe. This is my granddaughter that's almost 7. And she lives here in Colorado. And her and Callie are soul mates. They love all the same things. LOLs and ice cream and unicorns.
I love unicorn.
I see a lot of you are already clinking in. Or not clinking in, but commenting in, and I'm so glad to see you. Stacy, Lori, Heather, Mary Allen, Lauren, Dawn. There's Stacy again. Clink. Gina or Jenna, or I'm not sure which way to say that. My sister's name is Gina, and she spells it Gina. Tammy, Lori, Maria, Jane, Talana. And I'm so glad you're all here. Now, we have a lot of fun things to do today. We're going to announce the winner of last week's pop-up giveaway. And then I'm also going to announce the winner of the July giveaway. So the first thing that we're going to do is do the winner of the pop-up giveaway, which was the Narwhal yarn kit. And you know, the narwhal is the unicorn of the sea. All right, Callie wants to announce the name of the winner. It's right here.
Sherry Rasley.
All right, it's Shirley Razzie. The last name is spelled Razey. All right, now, you girls can go ahead and run on down and play. They want to go play with their LOL dolls. Don't forget your doll.
Don't forget our house. Rock.
All right, she's got a special rock. Oh, it's magical. All right, so they're going to go down and play, and we'll get on with our live video. Now, Shirley Razzie, you're the winner of our pop-up giveaway, the Narwhal of the Sea. Actually, it's a unicorn of the sea, the narwhal yarn. And do not put your shipping address or your email anywhere online. You contact me through Posh Pooch Designs page on Facebook, through messaging, and you can give me your address, or you can go to www.poshpoochdesigns.com. That's my webpage, and then you can just hit where it says contact, and it'll shoot me an email. Congratulations! This is a super fun gift. Now, it's the 2nd of July. Can you believe we're in July already? Well, anyway, let me make sure I didn't miss any new people that popped in to say hello. There's Dawn, Tam, Rita, Melissa, another Dawn, Crystal, Angela, Wendy. Let's see, Lauren, Joy Bell, Margaret. Joy Bell's gift got there in like 3 days. I've never had anything get there so quickly through the United States Post Office. I'm so glad it got there quick. Margaret, because she was our winner for the June giveaway. Virginia. All right, I think I got everybody so far. Keep popping in. I love seeing new names and names that I've seen before. All right, are you excited to hear about what the July giveaway is? I am super duper excited about this month's giveaway. And when this came in, I was really jealous because I really want to keep it. I bought a couple of these last year at Joann's when they were on sale. And so what our giveaway is this for July is from London K. And if you don't know who she is well known for her yarn bomb things. And she makes some of the most incredible things. And so what you're going to receive is you'll get 5 skeins of yarn, 1 blue, 2 white, 2 red. Each one is a bulky number 6. Each one has 1.4 ounces on it, and they're 100% acrylic. And this kit is intended to make yarn bomb items that will weather outside. But you don't have to do that. You can decorate inside with it. And this thickness, I think they'd make really great decorations for hot pads and things like that as well. So there's a lot of things that you can do with this. Let me pull one of them out so you can get a look at what it is. Oh, the red one's hard to see. Let me grab the white one out of here. Maybe I forgot. Red just doesn't show up well. And the white one's kind of the same way. That's upside down. And see how thick the yarn is? It's a real thick yarn. All right, and so in this kit, there's a blue, there's 2 whites, and 2 reds. And I thought it was really fitting for July, since we have the 4th of July, to get the red, white, and blue one. And there's also a booklet in there with information on how to do a yarn balm if you've never done one. So that's our gift or our giveaway for July. And as usual, it will run 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today, I'll announce the winner. And we'll do the same thing. And I just want to remind everybody, never, ever put your shipping address or email address in a comment anywhere. Because people are always looking for those to try to send you spam. So never do that. When you win a giveaway from me, you can always contact me through my webpage or at Posh Pooch Designs on Facebook, my Facebook page in the messages, okay? It just always worries me people are going to put their information out there, and I don't want you to do that. All right, so that's our giveaway, and I'll show both of those at the end in case anybody's missed it, all right? Now, I want to talk a little bit about a question that I've been getting, and that is, the last one I got, she put it this way. She said, I have an item I was working on, a blanket, and I decided I wanted to add a 3rd color. And so I'm going to pull out some of it, which we call frogging. And it's called frogging because you rip out the yarn. And so let me go down over to my top camera. Now, when we frog an item or pull out or rip out the stitches, you end up with a bunch of bumpy yarn, right? Here's the blue one. And as you pull it out, it's called ripping. But your yarn is usually really bumpy. And you might not want to use it for the same project, or you might want to, but if you want to keep it from being super bumpy, what I do, let me move this out of the way. I either roll it up into a cake or a ball. But sometimes that doesn't take out the bumps, all right? And you go to use it and it's got some awkward bumps in it, especially if you're going to save the yarn and use it for a different project. This is a cotton blend and this is an acrylic. And you can do this for both of those. What I do is after I pull it out, I'll start rolling it into a small ball or begin rolling it into a cake. And I have a water bottle that I use only for water, and I'll spritz it. Don't dampen it really wet, just a light spritzing, and then I'll roll some more. When you do this, you want to make sure that you roll it really loose, and you'll know that if you can squeeze on the ball and it's really loosely rolled up. And so what I'll do is I'll continue to do that, spritz a little, it dampens it just a tiny bit, not a lot, and then I'll set them in a basket. And I like to use a basket that has some holes in it, like maybe even a leftover plastic colander that they use for noodles that has the holes in it. And I'll do that, and you can see this one's rolled really loose because I pulled it out of another project. And then I'll set that in that bowl, and I'll set it on my dryer. One thing to remember, if you do this with wool yarn, you need to be very careful not to get it very wet and not to agitate it a lot, because you know when you start moving the wool around and agitating it and getting it wet, it will felt. So keep that in mind if you're using that for 100% wool. This is a cotton acrylic, this is an acrylic, and both of those, whether it's cotton or acrylic, you can do this with. So just to repeat, what I do is I pull it out and then I begin rolling it into a loose ball or a loose cake if you have a cake winder, but a ball will work fine. And you make sure that you do it loosely. And the reason that you do it loosely is you want it to dry all the way through. And you just gently spritz it with only water and then let it set to dry. Now I put mine on my dryer. If you don't have a dryer, or maybe you've got your washer and dryer stacked and you can't get on top of your dryer, you can always set it like in a window or just a warm place. I don't recommend you set it out in the sun because the sun can fade it if it's a dyed yarn. Keep that in mind as well. But it's a great way to save your yarn if you're going to use it for another project. And it's kind of frustrating to start crocheting and you've got all these bumpy yarns and they're all wound up and they're knotted up. And one of the things that I do is when I'm doing that, I might be watching a movie, because you can kind of spritz, spritz, roll, 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 spritz, spritz, roll, 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 and you're taking care of something yarn and crochet related, but you're not really, crocheting, and it saves yarn. I'm horrible. I never want to throw away yarn. And I had some yarns that, oh my goodness, they were probably 20 years old. And in the yarn world, that's old. With all the brand new yarns that are coming out all the time and new blends and things, having some acrylic yarn that's 20 years old. And sometimes I'll donate it to maybe some of the senior centers or some friends that also crochet or someone who's wanting to learn. But if it's just, falling apart or whatever, I'll go ahead and throw it away. But it kills me to have to throw away any yarn at all. I can't stand it. So anyway, that's a great way to save your yarn that you've ripped out, which we call frogging. And it's just a silly term, and without having to throw it away. And like I said, just keep in mind that if it's wool or a wool blend, be careful not to agitate it or you'll felt it. Because if you get it wet and agitate it, that's the way you felt wool yarn. Alrighty, so I wanted to answer that question. It's so funny. It was something I hadn't even really thought about. I just did it, thought, how do I get these bumps out, Just make sure that when you wind your ball of yarn or when you wind it on your cake that you do it loose, because you want it to be able to dry up into the center. Another thing that I do when I check to see if they're dry is I'll reverse them, like say this one's not, I don't know if the center's dry, right? So then I'll take it and I'll begin winding it again. Now I won't get it wet again, but I'll rewind it from the other end just to make sure that the center of that is dry. And I don't usually do them in this big of a ball. This was a handbag that I started and I didn't like it, and so I just pulled it out. This is that really pretty blend. I think it's Karen that is the blend of cotton and acrylic. Okay, this kind where I put it on a cake, this is about the size that I usually do them in, unless I have a whole lot of yarn. So just a few more questions about that. So please never, never throw your yarn away if you can help it. All right, everybody. I see some more of you have come in. There's Pat and R.A. and Tammy, Lisa, Jennifer. All righty. Teresa, Beth, Celine, Lauren, Rolly, Jane, and Carolina. I love the name Carolina. I had a friend of mine the other day. Her granddaughter had a baby and they named her Carolina, and I thought, what a beautiful name. I love the old-fashioned names that, I don't know, I don't know why, I just really like them, like Catherine and things. Anyway, we haven't clinked in yet today, and this week here in America is the 4th of July, and I absolutely love the 4th of July. Well, I mean, I love to learn the history of the Declaration of Independence because I'm kind of a history buff. My grandfather was Don Taft in Iowa, and he was a history teacher. And I love history. My grandmother worked at a library, so I love books, and that's a lot of fun. But I also love to eat. And I like nothing better than burgers and chicken and hot dogs on the grill and spicy baked beans and potato salad. So I love all the aspects of the 4th of July. Of course, any excuse to grill is fun for me. But I've got my American cup today. Proud to be an American. There's my eagle and my flag. So let's clink in. Clink. And don't panic if you're not in America. We still love you. We love everybody on this channel. The Posh Pooch Designs or Sara Sach Crochet channel loves and welcomes everybody. It's a place where you can have fun and laugh at yourself and enjoy yarn and crochet. I think everybody should crochet. I think everybody should love yarn. I don't care who you are. Anybody who asks, I try to teach them. I've even been trying to teach my grandkids how to crochet. They love to chain. And it's a really great way to begin kids is to teach them to chain, and then you can add beads and clips and different things, and using bright, colorful yarns, and it's a lot of fun. But I love crochet, I love yarn, and I just think everyone should too. Alrighty, now we just have one new pattern this week. We have more coming. But because last week I was on vacation with my grandkids, we went to Great Wolf Lodge. And if you've ever been there, it's an amazing place. There's several different locations around America. And we went to the one in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And the best part of it is we walked in on Wednesday morning, and we didn't leave until Friday evening. And we never left the I don't know what you would call it, the lodge. It's a lodge. And all the games and restaurants and, like amusement park and the water park, it's all indoors. So the best part is you don't have to use sunscreen. I cannot tell you how many times I've taken my own children or my grandkids or friends' kids go with us, and we go to the lake or the pool or something, and you slather on all the sunscreen, and you had a great day, and you're driving home, and you look over and your child's got a red spot here or a red spot here or something because you missed with the sunscreen. So I'm so glad. No sunscreen. And it was a blast. And they have something for anybody of any age. It's just a great place to hang out. They have like mechanical bear shows and tons of water activities and arcades and food, and my grandkids all did a Build-A-Bear. We just had so much fun. So they didn't pay me to say all that. I just want to let you know it's a great place to go, and you don't have to use sunscreen. So anyway, the last thing, because I don't want to keep you too long today, we got another busy day. My grandkids are leaving in 2 days, so we got another busy day of things to do. But what we did do yesterday was a really simple video for these. And you know what these are? These are Freeze Pop Cozies. And you can see they're all different colors, stripes, solids. Some of them are even a mixture of 2 different kinds. Let's see. This one I started with one kind and ended with another of cotton. Now, I really prefer to make these out of cotton because they're for the freeze pops, like the Otter Pops, that you put in the freezer, you cut them apart, and then you're holding them, and your hands are freezing. But you're hot outside, so you're eating the freeze pop. So these work really great, and what we do is we just throw them in a basket on the fridge, and then when we get the freeze pops out, everybody just grabs a freeze pop. Some of them want their favorite color, like I should have made 2 pink ones for the girls because they both love pink. But anyway, then you just cut the freeze pop off and they can go outside and eat it. If it gets sticky, you can throw it in the laundry with your kitchen towels. And if it doesn't, you just toss it back in the basket and it will dry. And they're great to keep your hands from freezing. And I even like freeze pops, so I'm going to be using these as well. And I already did, because this is my favorite one, the one that I did the 2 colors. And so I had to fight him for that one because it's got a little bit of pink and yellow in it. But it's a really super duper easy free pattern on my blog, and I did a video yesterday. It's super easy, and they're a great way to use up all your cotton yarns for something that's useful and fun. And I like doing that. Like I said, I don't like throwing away any yarns. And so if I can come up with a small project that I can use them and they're also useful, then that's a win-win for me. All right, so that's out there on my blog and on YouTube. I'm swinging through here to see if I missed anybody. Let's see. I don't think I said hello to Angela and Marcia. Let's see. Mary Allen, I don't think I said hello to you. Barbara. Let's see. There's Dawn, Margaret. Stacy says they've gone to the one in Colorado Springs, Texas, and Wyoming. My grandkids went to the one, I think it's Grapevine, Texas, and they had, we're talking about back to the Great Wolf Lodge. The one in Texas has a lazy river where you can get on the inner tube and laze around. I wanted to do that. The one here in Colorado Springs doesn't have one, but they were talking about reworking some of it and making it bigger so they can include it while we were there. So that I hope they do, because that's one of the things I think is really fun, especially for, you know, us people that are almost 60 years old. So anyway, okay, Margaret said she went to the one in Sandusky, Ohio. So there's a lot of them all over the place. I hope they'll build more. Like I said, the best part is you don't have to use sunscreen, and I just love that because I hate sunscreen. I mean, I'll use it if I have to because I have, you know, sensitive, freckly skin. But oh, if I don't have to, I'm so happy because it's so greasy and you have to keep reapplying. Alrighty, here's a bunch more people saying that. I'm just so glad y'all love that place because we did. We certainly did. Okay, so before I let you go, let's review on the giveaways. The winner of the narwhal, you'll notice it ripped a little. I'll tape it back up, don't you worry. The winner of the narwhal, unicorn of the sea, as my granddaughters say, is Shirley Razy. And like I said, contact me through my webpage, www.poshpoochdesigns.com. Hit that contact button and it'll shoot an email to me. Or go to Posh Pooch Designs on Facebook and shoot me a message for your shipping address. And I'll get that right out to you, okay? All right, then to review the giveaway for July. And I just love this kit. Like I said, this was from London K. You'll get this whole kit. You have 2 weeks to enter. And how do you enter? All you have to do is comment here on Facebook or comment over on YouTube when I shoot it over there. In 2 weeks from today, we'll announce the winner. And that's again picked through the random generator on the internet. We just stick all the names in and boom. And another thing, if you have on YouTube a handle like maybe your Crochet Lady 123 or whatever, it's a good idea to put your name. Because some of those, it kind of kicks out if it doesn't look like a real name. So make sure you put a name. If you're that person, just put I'm, you know, Sara Sach, like, because that's my name. And then we can add that name in, and then it will do better and give you a better chance on the random generator, okay? So there's Lynn. Lynn is my sister-in-law, my husband's sister. Love you, Lynn. Glad you popped in. All righty, so that's our giveaways. And before we go, let's clink in, and I hope everybody has a wonderful 4th of July. Eat lots of hot dogs and hamburgers and chicken. And don't forget the watermelon. I love cold, ice cold watermelon. So don't forget to get some of those. And I hear the round ones are the best, but we have the seed-free ones here. All right, so just remember, if you missed anything, you can always go back and watch it from the beginning, or you can go over to YouTube and watch it over there. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe. Everyone have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Gonna go play with my grandkids. Bye-bye now.